Welcome back to What's Cooking in Mammy's Kitchen. I have missed you, and I am so glad to be here doing what I absolutely love to do, and that's cooking for you. And today we've got a great show. It's a great start to the season, kind of at the end of the summer season and in the beginning of my favorite time of the year, fall. And it's a little bit cool. Got to put some blue jeans on, your sweater, get your sweaters out, maybe get the bonfires going. It's definitely the best time of the year to start cooking. And what I'm gonna cook for you today is what I cook every time it gets a little bit chilly. The weather gets 40 and 50 degrees, I'm bringing out the pot roast. Carrots, potatoes, and onions. And I'm cooking that all day, and I'm hanging around the house, and I'm putting up all my fall decor, what I've got, and getting into the feeling of the season. My husband, on the other hand, he's still on the golf course. He's still wanting that springtime, but I'll trade it every time for this time of the year. I'm ready to get started. I've got 3 dishes to bring to you today, and I'm excited. Let's get started. All right, guys, it's pot roast time, and I think I have probably cooked this thousands of times, beginning with the fall season. For some reason, this is one of my go-to meal, one of my first go-to meals in the beginning of the season. And I just love it. It's simple, and I think that's why I've never done it for you. It's very simple and simple ingredients. And I'm gonna show you why. It's just the cooking time, and you could put this in your crock pot. I've done that 100 times. But if I'm home all day, I love smelling the aromas of something cooking in the oven. So that's what we're gonna do. I've got some carrots, and we're gonna clean some carrots here. And got a few carrots. I love carrots. And it's one of my favorite things about this pot roast. One of my favorites. It's only 4 things, so they're all my favorites. Everybody likes a pot roast, and I know that, when Mammy and Pop, or Mammy Clyde and Pawpaw, killed their own beef and stuff, this would be one of the best things that they get out of it. This was something they loved to have. And I'm just going to do in quarters. There, I like celery in mine. You don't have to put it in there, but I just love the flavor that celery gives you. So we're going to do celery in mine also. And plus you've got your green, your orange, the colors. I mean, the colors of the pot roast are the colors of my decor in my kitchen. So it's not only a delicious dish, it's a beautiful dish. I'm going to cut him down the side because he's a little fat. Trim him off a little bit. Get that celery. And we're all going to put this in. And the reason why I guess I've always liked this, you put it in a pot and you go. Go do your laundry, go work in your yard. I've got gold potatoes. They seem to be a little bit softer. I like them. So we're going to cut these in quarters. Just depends on how big it is. I want everything to cook evenly. And usually you add your potatoes like the last couple of hours of your roast cooking. And if these are a little bit smaller, that's what I'm going to do. But the carrots, I definitely want to get in there because they do take a while to cook. And then I like to add some herbs. Oh, and thyme is one of my best favorite herbs to add to a dish like this. Gives it just that little pop of flavor. You wouldn't even kind of recognize what it is, but it really is nice. And then I do some steak seasonings, garlic, and we'll add some flour once we get it over here. And I'll use some more of this. Oh, that smells so good. Oh, your herb garden is just come alive in this. Oh, and it makes it so pretty. Such a pretty presentation when it's all done. The greens and yellows. the reds of the meat and then the browns. Love it, love it. I could just do this all day because it smells so good. It makes my kitchen smell really good. So I've got a pot roast. And what we're going to do, we're going to come over here, get this open. And what I want to do is come over here and we're going to turn on our skillet and we're going to sear this pot roast first. This is what makes it the best ever. So come on over. All right, so I know this is hot because I've got a little bit of water on that and it's sparking. So that's perfect. We're going to get some salt and pepper. Move over, yo crow. Some salt and pepper. This, and I've got some steak seasonings that we're going to put on top of this. And we're going to get this in here. Here. Oh, I love the sound of a sear. Love it, love it, love it. You know it's doing its job. So while that's on that side, we're going to slice this onion. And I want this in here with the sear. There we go. Salt and pepper this side. A little bit of this salt. In the meantime, in my stock pot, I'm going to do a little bit of oil. Get this one hot as well because it's getting ready to come over. And I want my garlic over here in this pot because it'll burn being my garlic. I don't want it to burn, but I do want it to warm up. Gotta have some garlic in there. I'm actually gonna do some flour. So I want a little bit of thickness, maybe not a beef stew thickness, but just to cover. Got a little bit more of my thyme. Gotta work fast here with all this good stuff coming in here. Let's go ahead and throw the celery in. I love the taste of the cooked celery. Okay, got that getting warmed up. Got that going right. Got salt and pepper. Love it, love it, love it. I love cooking and I love being home. When you get to stay home on a day by yourself and then you just present your food to everybody when you company. I always end up calling my kids over, come over for supper. This is not something I just want to have for myself. This is something I'd like to share. And I always like to share it. I think that's why I have a restaurant, because I love to share my cooking. Except for my ooey gooey brownie, pecan pie, cheesecake. Might not want to share that because it's too little. If I made a big one, I'd share. There we go. I'm just going to let that turn on a little bit of high to get that heat hot. And leave it alone, Christy. Leave it alone, like my mom would always say. Leave it alone. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of broth right there. Just where that flour's seeping down. Fine. It's cooking. Now, so that won't burn. Gotta watch 2 pots at one time. There we go. Oh. Got broth going in there. Oh my goodness. Yes. Okay, we're gonna do about 2 cups of beef broth. And then this is where I'm gonna put in my carrots. I'm not going to add my potatoes just yet. I'm going to wait because I don't want them to be mashed. There we go. I'm going to have to wait on them. Beautiful colors. Look how colorful that is. It's the colors of fall. Maybe that's why I like cooking in the fall so much. Just beautiful. Okay, it's time to get him turned over. There we go. Oh, perfect. Let's get this side done. Look how bright green that celery is becoming as it cooks. And the onions and everything, it just smells so good. That flour, this is gonna be perfect, guys. It's gonna be good cooking at Mammy's Kitchen. Okay, rustle him around there. You can be rough and tough with him. He's a good old beef pot roast. Turn it up a little bit on high so it don't lose that hot grease. And I want to get this hot too, just so that them will go ahead with that garlic. Make sure. Oh, good. Doesn't need a thing. Just gotta leave it alone. Leave it alone. It's hard for me to do. I just love it. Oh, my blue pot. How pretty. Love it, love it. Add a little bit of more steak seasoning to end. Couple more sprigs. We're sitting here waiting. I always wondered, did my Mammy have an herb garden? You know, they had to. They didn't like you could buy McCormick herbs. You know, I guess, you know, they've been around for hundreds of years, but just wondering if she ever had, I can't remember, you know, ever going out. But Mammy, you just didn't go to her garden. That was her solidarity. That was her peace of mind, was her being in that garden by herself with her big floppy hat on to protect her from the sun. Mammy Clyde would go to her garden. It's got a lot of work, but had to do it. Had to do it. All right. Take a look at this. The onions are cooking into that beef, and that onion taste right there. That makes your beef taste really, really good. It's not just cooking in your stock pot, it's cooking with all these flavors inside of them. Ugh. All right, I'm gonna drain out and keep that right in here. That's perfect. And I got a little bit more beef broth that I put some extra flour in there. Get that gravy. It's not real thick, but just a little bit of a texture. Just because I want all these good cracklings from the bottom of the pot here. Oh, see how good that is? Let's just go ahead and put it all in there. Clean that skillet up. A little bit of thickness, just enough. And we're gonna cook this in the oven, and you can go do your laundry, you can go outside, work in the yard, just enjoy your day off. You can binge watch one of your TV shows while all this is cooking in the oven. Ooh, and I don't know which one I wanna do. Binge watching sounds pretty good today, so heck with the laundry, I can do that in the oven anytime. Binge watching one of your favorite TV shows is the thing to do. All right, it's off. That's boiling. I'm going to turn him off. Throw this on top. And you got those carrots in there. Oh, I love it, love it, love it. All right, so we're going to put this in there for about 2 hours. And then I'm going to bring it out and add our golden potatoes. and then stick it back in there for about an hour. As soon as those potatoes are done and that beef is done, we've got a meal. But right now, that's done. I'm focusing on those ooey gooey pecan pie, chocolate fudgy brownie, cheesecake. So we're gonna focus on our dessert, and I am ready to get it started. Let's go while we go to one of my wonderful sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Welcome home to Windsor Gardens Senior Living. Windsor Gardens provides the landscape for seniors to enjoy the fruits harvested from a life well lived. A family environment where seniors can live and thrive with purpose, passion, and joy. The result is an invigorating life of new ideas and experiences.
I really like it here. Everybody's nice. Oh, I love my room. It's good and clean. It's a great place to be because I feel safe.
Come live the good life at Windsor Gardens Senior Living.
Does the thought of investing intimidate you? Do you have a 401k and aren't sure what to do with it?
Before I opened a Town & Country Bank Trust Wealth Management account, I was extremely intimidated by the thought of investing. Even though I'd worked 20 years in the banking industry, I was still unsure how investing works. I scheduled an appointment with Corey and his team, and they helped me to understand the entire process. Now I feel safe knowing that my hard-earned savings are in good hands.
Town & Country Bank and Trust Wealth Management. Locally serviced, easy to understand solutions. Schedule a complimentary planning session today.
The New York Times and the Washington Post have voted my restaurant, Mammy's Kitchen, the best hot brown around. And also Mammy's Kitchen voted the best family restaurant and bourbon bar in Bardstown. And from Bradfordsville to Gravel Switch, Kentucky, both my Mammy's cook farm to table, and of course, I have their recipes all right here. So come and enjoy some good old-fashioned dishes and Southern hospitality right here, all at Mammy's Kitchen. Come see me. All right, so this is a ooey gooey chocolate brownie pecan pie cheesecake. 3 of my favorite desserts all in one dish. I cannot wait to taste this. I found this on a website that I love, that always is a go-to for me when I want to start baking in the fall. So pack of brownie mix. I got the chewy brownie mix, chewy fudgy brownie mix. Don't go by the box. I've got 1 egg. I got 1/4 cup of water. And I'm gonna save a little bit back, a little extra here, because it's gonna be really thick. Okay, we're gonna stir this in there, get that egg in there. And I've got 6 tablespoons of melted butter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a heaping tablespoon of butter. Chocolate and butter, can't go wrong with that. All right, phase 1. This is phase 1. This is getting all your brownie mixture together. Gooey part, I'm assuming. Get that all integrated. And if it's too dry, just add a little bit, couple of drops of water as you go. And it's kind of going to be like a dough. So you're just making your dough. I certainly have missed you all, and the best thing I could fix for you for my first show of the season is chocolate. Oh, I'm going to do just a little bit more just to make it a little easier to work with. As long as it remains in dough. I know this is not going to be, move that out of the way, enough for me to share with my family today. No siree. All right, so it says keep it like a dough, so I don't want to mess with it anymore. We're going to get a spatula to get it out of here, and we're going to spread it in a 9 by 13 dish. Got it buttered. A little extra butter in there, because I certainly don't want any of that to stick. And I don't have a non-stick pan for this, so let's get that really good in there. All right, here we go. First phase, first part. This could be a base for a lot of your desserts. 1 egg, a little bit of water, brownie mix. How easy is that? Oh my goodness. I get excited when I start seeing something come together. And this is exciting right here. All right, put it down here in this pan. It's perfect. Doing exactly what the directions said it would do. Gooey, gooey, chewy fudge. And pecan pie on top of that. Man, oh man. That butter in there for those edges to be a little bit buttery and crunchy. Perfect. All right. My kitchen's going to be smelling good today. All right, we're going to go phase 2. All right, we're going to move this back, and I'm going to get my next ingredients out here. See, I've got quite a few. We are going to do the pecan pie filling. We're going to make a pecan pie, put on top of that. We're going to start out with 3 large eggs. Look at my eggs. There we go. Double this recipe. Oh, take it to a reunion or a fall festival. Be the star of the show. And we are going to do 1 cup of light corn syrup. I want to get all that out of there. This is what makes that pecan pie so chewy. Love it. Love making pecan pies at the restaurant. And a walnut pie. I do a chocolate and walnut pie. In our family cookbook, the Hurricane Cookbook, it's called a Kentucky pie. Because you can't say Derby, but it's not pecans, it's walnuts. And then I'm going to add 1/4 a cup of packed brown sugar, and I've packed it in here too. If it says pack, I'm going to pack it in here. Get the spatula, get that out. And then I've got a 1/3 cup of white sugar, granulated sugar. Three pies in one. 3 desserts in one. That. Here we go. Got that. That sugar. 2 teaspoons of vanilla. I love vanilla. Oh, you want your house to smell good? All you have to do is get that out. 1 teaspoon. 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Okay, we're going to mix this out. Got a pinch of salt. Always levels out your flavors, that salt. Get a whisk for this one. Okay, so I'm going to get 4 more tablespoons of melted butter in this one. Still my heart and butter. Okay, and I'm going to add the pecans. I'm going to mix this really well. All right, so I've got everything mixed in except for the pecans. I'm going to put 2 cups of pecan halves, chopped pecans. Oh my goodness. This is such a fall dish. I'm not kidding you. Yum, yum. All right, we're going to pour this over the brownies. Oh my goodness. Oh, how does this work? I just wouldn't have ever thought of this on my own. Oh my goodness. Get all these pecans even. Oh my goodness. Man, I could stop right there and it'd be perfect, but I'm not. Got one of my favorite things is cheesecake. We're gonna put cheesecake on top of it. So I've got 1 box of cheesecake. Got that. Then we're gonna mix to get this cheesecake mixture going. We're gonna make a cheesecake top on top of this. Egg. One more egg. All right. Okay, so I've got a 1/2 cup of butter melted. Butter, butter, butter. Butter, butter, butter. All right, to my cheesecake mixture, we're gonna do 1 teaspoon of vanilla in here, yum. And then we're gonna add 3 cups of confectionery sugar, powdered sugar. Oh, I know when I was little, I used to eat this stuff by the handful, by the spoonfuls. Anyway, oh, my mom would get so mad at me. Now my granddaughter Annabelle does the same thing. And I'm like, that's one Annabelle. It's like snow. Oh, can't wait for that either. Put that in there. All that sugar. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be so good. Get them sides, best you can. Brace the sides occasionally. And there we go. Goodness gracious. And we're just gonna kind of drizzle this cheesecake on here. Just a little bit. Oh, I cannot wait to bite into this. This takes way too long to cook. It's about 1 hour and 10 minutes to cook this. And that is, that's not an instant gratification dessert for me, but it's going to be well worth the wait. That's what we say at Mammy's Kitchen. You might have to wait, but it's well worth the wait. Oh my goodness. I want to lick that so bad, but I can't. All right. There we go. And we're gonna put this in there for about 1 hour and 10 minutes. Whenever it's gonna be jiggly in the middle. We'll keep checking on it. Make sure it's perfect. I'm sure I won't be able to keep my eyes off of it, which you should never open the oven once you put it in there. But I know me, I'll have to go back and forth, back and forth. Got that in the oven cooking, and we're gonna go right to one of my wonderful sponsors, and we'll be right back. A heaping helping of country charm with a dash of sophistication. That's what you'll find at Mammy's General Store. I'm Mammy from Mammy's Kitchen, and I'm thrilled to introduce you to my new general store. You'll find a wide range of clothing, home decor, handcrafted woodworks, and floral arrangements. Make sure and sign up for our VIP text list. Come see us at Mammy's General Store, and make sure you go tell all your friends.
For over 50 years, Big 3 Tractor Company has been family owned and operated here in Nelson County. We offer new and used New Holland equipment to meet your challenges, from compact tractors and attachments to tractors ready to work on the farm. On location, we have a parts counter, service shop, and merchandise wall. If you have a tough job to tackle, come. We have the solution to meet your demands. Come in and see us or give us a call. Big 3 Tractor Company.
I love small towns, and Bardstown is one of my favorite places. It's been voted the most beautiful small town in America. So when you come and visit, don't forget to come see me at Mammy's Kitchen, and I'll cook you up a wonderful Southern meal, just like my Mammy's cooked for me. We serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner and have a fabulous bar with over 150 bourbons. You can't leave Bardstown without some good old-fashioned food, entertainment, and lots of fun memories right here at Mammy's Kitchen. Woo, doggies!
So I know I'm doing the pot roast and the chocolate dessert because the fall's here, but we're still in summer, and I am a lover of all seasons. And I do hate to see summer end, especially because everything is so vibrant and pretty right now. Everybody's grass is so green, the trees are full. So I understand why some people don't like to see fall come, and I'm kind of right there when it comes to that because everything's so pretty. And the garden foods, what can I say? The tomatoes, the cucumbers that I'm getting ready to do a German cucumber salad because I wanted a salad. I always like something green to go with a pot roast or any kind of meat, potatoes, you want something lighter. So the cucumbers, I'm still eating cucumbers, and my brother Marty and my son Stevie is still getting some of those things out of their huge gardens. We've been eating fresh cantaloupe and watermelon now. The garden days are very sad to leave, but thank goodness they're both good canners. Hint, hint, we might need to have a canning show with them next, that we still get to utilize all those summer vegetables throughout the winter, which is what my grandma, Mammy, and Mammy Clyde did, and that's how their farm families, who were so large, I remember going down to the cellar. Do y'all remember a cellar? Oh my goodness, you had to go outside, and Mammy had a pristine cellar, which she was a pristine cook. That's why it's one of my pet peeves that you eat with your eyes. It's like a piece of art. But oh my gosh, just lines of green beans and lines of pickles and lines of this and corn and it just whatever, all things garden. But it was just, I'll never forget that picture. But okay, first off, this is made with dill and cucumbers and sour cream, just love. And I'm gonna go with about almost a cup of sour cream. And I love sour cream. And it goes so good on top of your pot roast. I want that crunch too of the cucumber. And then of course I've got my garlic. And we are gonna do about 1 teaspoon of garlic, and I want some of those minced garlic. About 1.5 teaspoons of garlic. Yum, yum. And then I'm going to do 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. That's salt. And 1/2 teaspoon of sugar. And then I've got about 1 tablespoon, let's do 1 tablespoon of white vinegar. A lot of ingredients goes into that. I'm gonna whisk that all in there and get all that garlic. You don't want a big chunk of garlic, minced garlic in your mouth, so. All right, and the best is this dill. Love it, love it, love it. So if we can get about 1.5 tablespoons of this off without getting the stalks in there. Get it off there, then I'll dice it as best I can. No good way of doing this deal. It smells so good. The pot roast smells so good. This smells so good. I love that more than anything. And you know, in the fall right now, you can keep your windows open. You know, the flies have calmed down a little bit, and just nice to have that fall breeze coming through your house. But don't worry, we still have a few summer days ahead of us before we get to that full fall. We're gonna scrunch them all up like that. I think that works really well. Kind of mincing this deal. We've got so many good surprises coming for you this season. I can't wait. This is just a spin-off of what's to come, and it's all gonna be good. It's been a phenomenal time for us at Mammy's Kitchen. And we are gonna do it, celebrate. All right, oh, how pretty. Love that. Want all of it in there, worked hard getting it. So, okay, we've got our dill in there. Oh, that's so good. Wow, you can eat that on top of the potatoes from your pot roast. But it's gonna make it better is our cucumbers with that crunch in it. I'm gonna try to thinly slice these, about 4 of them. Got that tang to it. Taste a little bit of that vinegar. Oh, so good. Of course, you know, your first summer meal is always cucumbers, tomatoes, onions, and vinegar with sugar and water. First thing you always get from the garden. And look, this is the last thing I'm doing of the season with whatever's left of the cucumbers. Throw these in here. Lots of good family times this summer. All right, there we go. And I'm going to stir that up, see where we're at. Because I want every one of them to be coated. And cucumbers have a lot of water, so you can feel like everything's coated and you've got too many in there. Then you look and all that water starts coming out and you need more. Oh, that looks so good. I love that. So it's going to be perfect with our orange carrots, our gold potatoes, our rich brown roast, and the green celery. Now you've got all of this beautiful. Yeah, we're going to do one more. And my mouth is watering. I love cucumbers. I just love them. All summer long, all fall long, all winter long, all spring long. Love them in salads. My mom always made the best pickles ever. If I can only find that recipe. A lot of family connections with the food that I fix. There's always some kind of memory from my food to your table. Even at the restaurant, it always has a connection with a family member on my dad's side, Mammy Clyde's. Even though I was young, I remember it like it was yesterday. Some wonderful memories that I'll continue and will always continue to share as long as I can remember them. I might need to start writing some of them down, but my sister will give me more memories, my dad, my aunts, my Aunt Linda, you know, she'll always have a story to tell. Well, we used to fix that when Mammy was alive and she loved to, you know, harvest her cucumbers, and we fixed that and did this, always. All right, so that looks great to me. I'm going to just throw some pepper on there because I feel like I just have to. Get a little bit of salt. I feel like I just have to with those cucumbers. I know what I want to do too. I want to cut some more of this and put it on top of there. My knife back out. Because it's so pretty. So light and airy, but it's got the oh, love that, love that, love that. See how nice that is? Since I've got it. I'm doing my artwork right now. Thank you. All right. Oh. Yum. That is good. Oh my goodness. That is so good. Takes all those flavors combined. We're going to check on our dessert and our pot roast. Oh. And it looks like our dessert is ready. Oh my goodness. Looks like something is done. And we're going to pull this out. I've got to let it cool off. So perfect timing for a break for one of my great sponsors. We'll be right back and we're here ready to start tasting.
You work hard your entire career. Let Thoroughbred Asset Management help you finish strong and get across the finish line.
We have access to all types of investments. We have the tools and strategies that we need to help make your goals become reality.
And we will work in your best interest to help you succeed.
Come see us here at Thoroughbred and we can help do the hard work for you.
Lawyer commercials are mostly the same. It's this.
In a car wreck, call the clubber. I'll take care of them insurance companies.
Or this.
Injured? I can get you the money you deserve.
But the quality of law firm is very different. At McCoy & Sparks, each of our attorneys have experience in actual courtrooms across Kentucky. Our team of paralegals is second to none. The law firm you choose makes a difference. McCoy & Sparks, in your town, on your team.
The New York Times and the Washington Post have voted my restaurant, Mammy's Kitchen, the best hot brown around. And also Mammy's Kitchen voted the best family restaurant and bourbon bar in Bardstown. And from Bradfordsville to Gravel Switch, Kentucky, both my Mammy's cook farm to table, and of course, I have their recipes all right here. So come and enjoy some good old-fashioned dishes and Southern hospitality right here, all at Mammy's Kitchen. Come see me.
First of all, I want to take a moment of the first show of the season to say thank you. This is pretty amazing. I haven't really responded to anybody yet because it's been so personal, and I'm so humbled by the fact. First person, thank you, Dennis George, for a phenomenal article. And front page, I mean, I'm showing everybody, you know, my dad, my family. Thank you. I definitely want to thank the Small Business Administration of Kentucky, Steve Howell. Without him, this picture would not be on this paper, and I do not know if I would be even behind this camera right now and tasting all this wonderful food. Without his help and Wilson and Muir partnering together to help us to create a bigger and better Mammy's, I don't know if any of this would be possible. So my thanks go out to you, Steve Howell, Michael Ashcroft, Frank Wilson, Wilson and Muir Bank, for all your help on that. This gives me the opportunity to feel like I did something good. I listened, I followed directions, and without you it wouldn't have been possible. So thank you very much. On the side note, with Bethany Haven, that is something that you know as my fans and as my guest at Mammy's Kitchen, that is very dear and near to my heart, Bethany Haven. And I was honored by Matthew Bowman and the board, Bethany Haven board, to name the women's shelter here in Bardstown. While we were remodeling and redecorating and renovating, thank you, Freddie Riggs, for all you've done for the Harbor House on the men's shelter. That came, the dream came true doing that. Throughout the renovations too, I was asked if the women's shelter could be named after me, Christy Clark. And you know, humbly, I said yes, because it's named after the Christy, not right here in front of you right now, not the Mammy that you see cooking all the time in the kitchen, but the Christy Clark 30 years ago, who was also in a shelter. My testament hopefully can help another Christy. With your help, you can also help another Christy, because without people like you, 30 years later, I would not be here behind this camera, tasting all this food again, being and doing what I love to do. I've got a great job. The SBA has honored me for having a wonderful, wonderful job. The Bethany Haven has honored me to keep doing a good job, to better somebody else's life, to bring somebody's dream and goals, if they even have one, to bring their goals and their dreams to fulfillment, like I've been able to do. And I want to help those out there with Christy's Place, that was in the same place I was 30 years ago. And if you want to help me, all you have to do is call me at Mammy's Kitchen, or call Bethany Haven, or go to our Facebook page. You can donate anything. You can volunteer. We need churches for room in the inn. We have our Harbor House now, which is our men's shelter, and now we have Christy's Place, and the umbrella of all of it is Bethany Haven. And so you can make those dreams come true for people like me. Just donate. Thank you. Thank you all for the nice responses on Facebook, on social media. And thank you for following me. Keep up the good work. So will I. I will continue to cook, and I will continue to do good things throughout our beautiful and our wonderful community. God bless you all. Thank you. I'm excited to announce Mammy's General Store. We've had our first week, we're going into our second week, and it's been phenomenal. Everybody has been awesome. And I want to let you know, if you didn't know, if you eat at Mammy's Kitchen, you get 10% off when you shop at Mammy's General Store, Southern Sisters, Holly Pop Shop, and Stevie's Woodworks. And then if you shop there at Mammy's General Store, walk around the corner, get you a piece of pie, get you a cup of coffee, get you a good meal. Today's hamburger steak day, and then you can have 10% off your meal also. Okay, this is my favorite time of the whole show. Wouldn't it be? Wouldn't it be yours too? Oh my gosh, so this is my first pot roast of the season, so let's see how I did. That's good. Oh. The flavors. I can even taste a little bit of that thyme. That is so good. My favorite thing next. Oh, wow. And all that thickener too, that's the best part for me. Is a little bit of that thickener that keeps those potatoes and carrots and roast all bind it together. Man. Even a little bit of the celery. Yep. It's amazing. That's why I love fall. Now, I love this. They're cool and crunchy. Goes perfect. You got summer and fall on a plate. And it goes perfect with each other. And I had some cornbread. Just popped them out of the fridge and popped them in the oven. Nothing hard about that. Because this, put them together. It's like having that sour cream base and that dill mixed in with that, and it's a perfect. I'm sorry. This is good. That is amazing. And I have cornbread. I could do this the whole time we're talking, but I'm not supposed to talk with my mouth full. I know that. Sorry. I would have gotten in trouble at the table when I was little if I talked with my mouth full. Would you? I know I've gotten in trouble for it several times from my dad. But we're going to try this ooey gooey fudge pecan pie cheesecake. Oh. I've let it cool down. Oh my goodness. Oh, I need another fork for this. This is what I'm going to be eating all afternoon. Oh my gosh. Look at that. That pecan pie filling. That brownie. Oh, look perfect. The brownie, the cheesecake, and the pecan pie is predominant in it. Oh. Wow. This is a dessert for the fall. I will make this at the restaurant every day now. I find something like this that's good. I have to share it. Not this one, but the one I make at the restaurant for you. I can eat with two hands, this one and this one. Daddy always said, you gotta wait 30 minutes after you eat your dinner before you can have dessert. Not today, Daddy, not today. I want to eat a carrot and a piece of pecan pie, chocolate ooey gooey brownie. But this is, you know me, I could eat this all day. Oh. Good. My mammies would be proud of me today. I wish you was here to join me, but always come to the restaurant and we'll have dishes like this for you. This is amazing. Oh my goodness. Now a little bit of summer and a little bit of fall here today with a lot of chocolate goodness. Ooey gooey. Thank you all for joining me today. This has been so much fun. I enjoy it. I've missed you. And you make sure you shop local, eat local, drink local, bank local, and you come back and see me. God bless you and stay safe. I love you.